Welcome to the Authentically Elisa podcast, Reshaping Business with Integrity, the podcast where we explore how to run your business authentically and with integrity. I'm your host, Elisa Bogarts, a business coach and launch manager, helping coaches launch their programs and events that align with their business values. Together, we'll uncover the secrets to building a successful business without sacrificing morals, ethics, authenticity, or heart. Let's dive in. Well, hello. Today you got me on the podcast. No guest today. And today we're going to be talking about visibility. This is something that's new and been on my mind a lot, and something that I know a lot of my clients have struggled with. And I know that their launches would have been so much better if they had been more visible. So something I'm really kind of honing in on right now. And well, before we get started in that, I was just in a call with this amazing entrepreneur who's in Vancouver based, and his name's Graham Barlow, and he very, very successful, so successful in fact that he doesn't even need to work anymore, but he decided to coach because he wants to help people. And I got some coaching from him, which is amazing. And he was talking a lot about that we got to get doing videos more. Like, I kind of thought that videos were like trending out. But apparently videos are a good thing to do nowadays because it shows that you're not AI, right? Like, AI can pump out so much content and all this kind of stuff. And that people are actually wanting more videos so they can see the real human and have human contact. And so I just wanted to bring that up because I really hope that you've never thought that any of my podcast episodes are AI, because I don't love the video. I find a video to be a bit exhausting. Never been my favorite thing, which is why I only do audio for my podcast. And actually, I recorded one today, which is going out in like October. But that we even were just off camera and we were just chatting. It was great. And anyway, so I just really, really hope that you know that nothing that I do in my podcast, my interviews, nothing at all, any of that, at least from my side, is AI generated. So to put that out there. So, okay, let's dive in. So, let me just recalibrate here. So, you know that I am all about launching, right? I work with coaches. I help them launch their online programs and events. And when you're launching a program and you're trying to get an event put together, there's so much stuff to do. And I find that my clients and coaches in general don't often prioritize making themselves fully visible to fill their events and their programs. I know the coaches out there that are doing very well, like the multi-six figures, 7 and beyond, those clients, those coaches are making themselves visible all the time. I'm in discussions with someone right now who's going to be my client, hopefully, anytime soon. And she right now is, she's got an event in a couple of weeks, and she is out there on stages doing like so many talks all the time. She is being fully visible, and she's even paying for stages and all these things because she has this event, and she does really well. So it is definitely a thing, and it does work. And we can all, maybe we don't have 20 grand to spend on a stage. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you don't, it's okay, because there's so many other ways to be visible. And I actually have recently released my new sort of checklist thing, which is over 30 different ways that you can promote your event, and that you can promote your launch, and you can get more visible. And so I want to share some of those with you today. And I'll also put a link in the show notes for you so you can get access to all of it. Because obviously I'm not going to go through all 30. It's a little bit much. And with this, like, there are 30 different things. And with about like 10 of them, I deep dive in and actually give you the steps on how to do it. And I'm going to be working to create a custom AI tool so that you can ask it, be like, hey, I want to do this one of the 30 things. Tell me how to do it. And I'll actually give you the step-by-step. So that's something cool that I'm working on right now. But yes, so when you're doing a launch and you're doing an event, you got to be out there. You got to be visible, because you're the face of your business. It is all on you. So you got to be out there doing this, which is, how I work really well with my clients, because I take everything and I do everything on the back end. I set things up so that, when people buy tickets or sign up to the event. They get their emails, they get reminders, the automations are set up, the landing pages are there, all that kind of stuff, and make sure that everything happens. And, when we're in promotional period, I actually go through these exact 30 things. And actually, I've added more. So it's more, I don't know how many it is right now, but over 30. And we go through them together and say, okay, do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? Do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? And I pare the list down to the things that they want to do. And then that becomes part of our launch plan. And, being the project manager, I say, okay, we are in promotion time right now. Like, what are you doing for this? What are you doing for that? And even before we start promoting, like, for example, if you're doing speaking, you got to find those stages months in advance. Some summits get you to apply months and months and months in advance. Some events, like if you are going to pay for a stage where maybe you could sell a ticket to your event or something like that, they are looking for, sponsors for their stage months and like we're talking 6 months in advance. So like if you want to get on those things, you got to get on people's radar sooner. Same with joint venture partners. If you want them to promote you, you may need to connect with them 6 months out, 3 months out, and say, "Hey, can I get on your calendar? I have a launch coming up in whatever date it is." So you want to get on that early. So I work with my clients too on the early stages. Was the first thing we look at, JVs, stages, and then as we get closer, we look at all these other things, which are some of the 30 things that we're going to go through today. And yeah, so that's what I encourage my clients and all you coaches out there, anyone doing events, that when it becomes, time to promote, that needs to be your priority. And you need to block time in your calendar, people, so that you can work on this kind of stuff. You can be out there doing events, being on stages, encouraging your JV partners to promote, all that fun stuff. So we're going to go through some ways today that you can promote yourself in launching a program. And this can be launching a program, doing an event, launching a podcast, a book, whatever it may be. So you can be as visible as possible. And yeah, like I say, most of them, if you are launching a program, a podcast, a book, almost all of them, you want to have some type of event to go with it. And that event is what most of your promotion is going towards. So you can get people to your event and you can sell them into your program, right? We got to get people registered and then we got to love on them so that they show up and then, give amazing content and value and then sell them into your program. So the beauty thing of this, like I said, with my clients, I go through this with them and we pick the ones that they want to do. So you do the same as well. If you download this document, it's a PDF that has all the things listed. Pick the ones that you like. Pick the ones that you like best. Pick the ones that you're actually going to do. Don't pick the ones that you hate because you're not going to do it. And so why put yourself on that? When you're launching, it's already stressful enough and so much going on. The last thing you need is, to do something that you hate. So choose from this list of ways to make yourself visible. And there are lots of them, and we're going to deep dive into some of them now. But yeah, pick the ones that you like. So one of the, I think, easiest ones is to invite people that you're in discussions with right now. It could be like a future client, like an imminent sort of future client, or people that you've met that you think that they would be a great client or would be perfect for your program. Like reach out to those people. Those are your future clients. Reach out to past clients because they are great. They're testimonials. They already love you. They're going to want to come and support you and put things in the chat and even learn from you some more and maybe sign up with you again. You never know. And also your current clients, and maybe do like a panel session with them, get testimonials, things like that. And you can actually call them out and be like, hey, this person's here and she has this success, and to kind of, do a bit of a case study on those people. So make a list of these people, your future, your past, and your current clients who would be perfect for your event and perfect for your program. And then reach out to them directly. I'm talking phone. I'm talking, actually call them, text them, email them, direct message them on social media, and invite them to your event directly. You could even book a call with them, maybe get on Zoom and be like, hey, I really want to catch up with you, blah, blah, blah. And then tell them about your event and invite them in. So that is one of the 30 ways. Invite your past, future, and current clients and do it directly. Do it directly. Give them a phone call, give them a text, DM them. Don't just put them on your email list and kind of expect them to see it. And that's one thing, actually, I should have mentioned that earlier, that I find that my, people do is they kind of just rely on email marketing and social media, and those do work 100%. You want to do those. I wouldn't let anybody not do them that I'm doing a launch with, but that is not the only thing. you got to do more than just sort of passively rely on social media and email marketing. So direct invitations to your future past current clients. Another one is JV partners. I know I've talked about JV partners a lot. I've done a whole thing on them, but yes, make a list of people that you know who have an audience similar to yours. Reach out to each one of them. Again, a direct message in some way, however you've connected with them before, and send them a personal note asking if they will promote your event. Or again, maybe you used to be like, hey, like, let's catch up, get on a call. And they'd be like, hey, how can I support you? And you'd be like, I've got an event coming up. I'd love if you could promote it. Right. And get on their calendar and have that conversation. I want to say a good couple of months before, like I would say 3 months before, get on their calendar. And then for those who say yes, create an affiliate link for them. So hopefully if you have a CRM, you can go ahead and create an affiliate link. I think that when I actually make this into a CRM, or sorry, in a CRM, a custom AI tool, I think I'm going to go with a custom Gemini. It's called Gem instead of maybe the ChatGPT version. I will actually go until I go high level and show how to do it. And then write your swipe copy for them, create graphics for them, and then create a folder wherever you store all your documents and things. So I personally use Google. So in my Google Drive folder, I'll have a specific one for my launch. I'll create a folder in there that's specific for my JV partners. I'll put the swipe copy in there, the document. I'll put my graphics in there. And then I'll also create a Google Sheet, or if you're doing Excel or something like that, that lists out all the affiliate links for all the different partners. Then I put that in the folder as well. And then I make the folder that anybody can access it as a viewer. And then everybody has access to it. And then you send that out, the Google Drive link, that folder to that specific folder that's just for your JV partners, not the folder for the whole launch. They don't need to see everything, but they only need to see the swipe, the graphics, and their affiliate link. So you email your partners with that, give them a link to the folder, tell them what their affiliate link is, and asking them to promote, telling them what the promotional period is. And if you did have a conversation with them and they said yes, you could also ask them right then and there what their dates are going to be, so that you can kind of make a record of that and be like, hey, as a reminder, these are the dates that you said that you would promote. It'd be great if you could do it still. And then follow up with them during the promotional period and encourage them to keep promoting. Some people do leaderboards, some people send emails every day. Some people do emails, a couple of times a week, maybe twice a week, depending on what you want to do, but definitely encouraging them and reminding them. I actually did a post on that today being like, sometimes you just need a reminder. Like if I said yes to you 4 months ago, I mean, I'm pretty organized, so I'll see it. I'll put it in my my calendar, but people can forget. Or maybe you said that and they meant to, put it in their calendar. They meant to do something. And then, like life happens or client called or whatever may happen. You have no idea. Life's, right? So remind them. People appreciate a reminder. And even sometimes during the promotional thing, they might be like, oh yeah, I got to do that. I actually just had someone say that the other day that I was reminding JV partners for a client and they were super, super grateful to have a reminder. There is also this tool I will share with you called JV Copilot that I have, and it does that for you. So like you set up your affiliate in the JV Copilot, and then it will send the reminders for you. It'll completely automated, and it actually emails your JVs and says, hey, okay, create your account or log into your account, and then it asks them to select their dates that they're going to promote. And then you can actually go in there and say like, yes, I promoted, no, I promoted, I didn't promote, or whatever, if you need to change your dates. And it'll like do it automatically for you. So you don't even have to do it yourself, which is pretty cool. I'll put a link for that in the show notes as well. Okay, so that's your JVs. Oh, take a breath. I just had a coffee. Apologies. So next thing is your social media profiles. Like, we know the social media is definitely a place where you can do posts. But on most social media platforms, right, you have a profile page. And in those profile pages, they usually allow some type of like banner or something like that. So like I know if they do this in Facebook and LinkedIn for sure. So create a graphic for your event that's the size of the banner, right, specific to that social media platform. Upload the graphic to your profile banner, and then have the graphic have a QR code on it that links them to your event registration page. Now, of course, if they're on social media, they might be on their phone, so a QR code isn't very helpful in that sense, but if they're on their computer, they can scan it. But then also you can have a link to it. Like I know on Facebook, if someone were to click on the banner, you can actually see like comments. And so you could have a comment with a link. And you could also put the URL on the banner itself if people want to type it out. So yeah, so that's a cool thing to do because I mean, it's right there. People might be looking on your profile. And then even when you update your profile, it put a post out saying that you have this new graphic, right? So it's almost like free posting, like double bang for your buck. And then it's just there all the time. And so you never know who's going to look at your profile and they can see you've got an event coming up. It's kind of cool. It's just, it's easy. Another thing with social media is the groups that you have, right? Maybe in LinkedIn, Facebook, Meetup. If you belong to any groups in your social media account, make a list of the ones that allow you to promote in them. There are many that say there is no promotion, do not promote, how dare you? But there are many that allow you to. They say, hey, Wednesdays are promotional days, or they will do a post and then you comment in that post, or sometimes some of them just let you promote. They're like, they encourage it. They're like, let us know about your stuff that's happening. So make a list of those. And if they only allow it on a specific day, put that in there too. So I personally have a Google Sheet and I have a list of the different groups. I have a link to that specific group. And then on there, I say what day I can promote. So I know some of them only allow on Wednesdays, for example. So then when I'm doing my marketing content calendar for my launch, which is where I'm like, okay, I'm doing a social post on this day. This is what the social post is saying. I'm doing an email on this day. In that, be like, this Wednesday, I am putting a post on this specific group and actually calendar it in. So it's part of your calendar. So you can look at that and be like, okay, I know what I'm doing each week, and add in those social media groups on those specific days of when you're going to promote in them. So include that as part of your marketing content calendar. So super cool. Why not? There's a whole free community that you have access to that can see your event, right? And I find like, especially if they're, communities that are quite active or people posting them all the time. Like I know in one of the networking events they go to, they talk about that. So they often have their networking events on a Wednesday, and then they allow you to promote on the Wednesday. So in the networking call, they will put a link to their group to the post where they said, put your post here under the comment. So then all of a sudden, the 100 people that are in that room are all getting sent to this one particular post and looking at the comments and seeing your event in there. So you can put your event in there. And then you can also see other people's events, and maybe you can meet some JV partners and check some other stuff out. So definitely a cool thing to do there. Love it. One thing that I love doing is posting parties. So I do it mine specifically for LinkedIn, but I'm in some that like allow you to kind of put the same link on different platforms. But a posting party is when you and a group of like-minded entrepreneurs share the post with each other and then react and comment on each other's posts to increase visibility of that post. Like it works. If I do post sometimes myself, I may not get that many impressions. I do it through a posting party, sometimes double, triple the amount of impressions. It is pretty cool. So if you're creating a posting party yourself, you can choose the frequency and day of the week that the posting party will be. I know some of them I'm in are weekly, some are bi-weekly, some are twice a month, some are once a month. So if you're creating one yourself, you can choose. I have a posting party on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week. And so as like-minded entrepreneurs that if you meet them, you can ask them if they'd like to be part of your posting party. And then all I do is create a spreadsheet, and I add the name of each person who's part of the posting party into that spreadsheet. And then during the scheduled posting party day, so for me, I'll say like a Tuesday or a Thursday, in the column beside their name, each person will add the link to the post that they want visibility on. So I suggest asking everybody to add their link by specific time on that day. So I ask everybody, okay, by 9 o'clock Pacific in the morning, get your link into the Google Sheet. And then I allow everybody to have the entire day to comment on other people's posts because I feel like we're all super busy. Though I do go to a posting party on Wednesdays, which is pretty cool. And we just do it in Zoom. So everybody goes into Zoom and then you put your links in the chat and then we all comment everybody and you just do it right then and there. And you're like done in 10, 15 minutes. Pretty cool. But I personally didn't want to have a meeting every time. I wanted it to be like less work on my part. So I just do the Google Sheet version, but both work great. I know I'm a part of another posting party that's twice a month and it's like an hour long. And throughout that, they have a school community. So in a post of a school community, everybody comments with their link. And so at the beginning of the call, he's like, okay, here's the link to the post in the school community. In the comments, put in your links. And then he spends the next hour getting everybody to do a 30-second intro. So in the call, there might be 50 people and everybody does a 30-second intro. And then you're also commenting on people's posts, which is pretty cool. So yeah, lots of different formats you can do. I'm introverted. And so, I prefer the Google Sheet version, but again, do it however you like. Yes. And then in that allotted time, whether it be that hour in the call, the 15-minute in the call, or for me throughout the day, everybody has 8 hours. Each person will then click on everyone else's link, react to it, give like a love, a insightful, whatever it might be, and then comment on the post. You can also share posts if you wanted to like repost it to your own profile or grid. And you can also save the post as well. All these things help with other people's posts to get visible. And then go back to your link. So you put your link in there and you're going to see everybody's comments. And so then you can start having a conversation. You can like the comment that they did. You can react to that. You can comment on the comment, right? You can reply to their comment, maybe ask them another question, because the more that people go back to the post, the more people are actually on your post, so it's like they're reading through it. The time that they spend with it on their screen is what gets the algorithm going, because it seems as if it's an interesting post. And so if you can have a conversation with the replies and the comments, that gets people to go back there, and then, it gets more visibility, which is just totally awesome. All right. So there are definitely more things in the 30 plus ways to promote. It is 4 pages long, I have to say. It's kind of long, but it's brilliant, I have to say as well, and will really help you to get more visible. And like I said, I've noticed this with my clients that they didn't prioritize it as much. They didn't do things early enough, and they didn't block time in their calendar in which to do some of these things, to actually do that outreach, to actually make sure that all of this is working properly. And if they would have had more registrations to their event, more people show up, and more people in their program. So definitely wanting to be visible, it needs to be a priority. And I really hope that this list of things, and actually the tasks to do them, helps you to be more visible and to be more successful. All right, that is it for me today. Please go to the show notes and download that PDF. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope it inspired you to live a more authentic life. I'd love your help in inspiring more people to live authentically. So please follow, rate, and leave a review so we can create a ripple effect of authenticity. Until next time, stay true to you, be bold, and thrive on your own terms. This is Elisa, signing off authentically.